Hey, it's Monday, and I wanted to jump on and just talk about a pet peeve I have. And the pet peeve I have is coaches and parents saying to athletes, "You're too much in your head. You have to get out of your head." And if you've ever had that said to you, I just want you to pause and think, did that statement help you perform at a higher level? My name is Ann Zaprosny, and I help my athletes learn to compete more relaxed and with greater confidence. And today, I just want to give a couple tips to coaches or parents who maybe use this sentence like, "You're too much in your head. You got to get out of your head." And think about a different approach to helping young athletes, high school, college athletes, even middle school athletes perform a little bit more relaxed. So when we say this, get out of your head, my question to you is like, what are you observing? What are you observing that makes you want to say to a young person, get out of your head? Like, what are you observing? And often what we're observing is like some form of nervousness. And there can be a lot of reasons for an athlete to be nervous. So maybe you're observing something and you might say, parents, you can probably get away with this. Coaches, I know you can. You appear nervous. What are you most nervous about? Maybe the athlete will be able to articulate it. Maybe they won't. One of the things I like to do is to acknowledge, you know what? It's normal. It's normal to get nervous. And as a parent and as a coach, I get nervous too. Can I share with you one of my strategies? And that very first strategy is getting young athletes, high school, college athletes, to proactively use their breath. So when we're stressed, right, our heart is racing, and often there's so much negative chatter going on. What if I don't play well? What if I screw up, etc.? So simply just saying, you know what, can we take a couple breaths together? I need it too, right? And what I like to teach is we inhale through our nose, we hold it. Big exhale all the way to our toes. And when we inhale, right, we change our chemistry. We go from breathing too fast to we slow it down. And what I like is to add a word. Inhale, calm. Exhale, confidence. Why? Because I want to change the noise. I want to change the dialogue that's running in our head. So I like to say, inhale, calm. Exhale, confidence. And I'm just going to model it. And because this is what you can do as a coach and as a parent with your athlete, right? So we go 30 seconds, 2 big breaths. Inhale, calm. Hold it. Big exhale, confidence. One more time. So we're going to inhale, calm. Hold it. Exhale, confidence. You might think, as a parent, as a coach, can I really do it? I know as a coach, best thing I ever did was I was coaching boys 8th grade basketball team. We're in a championship game. Like that, we were down 12-2, called a timeout in the huddle. I just took a couple deep breaths with my team, right? So it's great power. So again, what are we trying to do? I want to give you a couple tools. So when you observe your athletes in their head, what are the tools they can use, you can model with them to help them make a shift? So the first is just use the power of the breath. So they do that together. And then you might go, when might you actually use your breath? And they're like, I don't know. They usually go when I'm mad. And I'm like, can we get a little bit bigger? You can use our breath and our words when we're warming up, when we're stretching, when we're on the bench, when we're transitioning into the game or out of the game, during a timeout, when there's a slow period. All right. Second thing, often athletes are nervous and stressed. It's a big game. They're worried about, or they're trying to be perfect. Nobody in the history of sport is perfect. But what we can be is we can make this shift to focus on what can I control? What can I control? I like to use the acronym LEAD, my leadership, my effort, my attitude, my discipline. Like, what can you control? And we don't have to tell our athletes, we can ask them, what are the things you can control on the field? What are the things you can control, or on the court, or on the diamond? What can you control? Choose to be aggressive or relentless versus perfect. The third thing I like to do, and this one it can be tricky, but there's great power in getting your athlete to talk about one of their best moments during the season. So I have an athlete who's stressed. We've taken a couple of breaths together, and I might go, what's your favorite moment of the season? Like, when did you deliver? What was your favorite moment? And can I get them talking about it? And the reason why I want them to talk about it is when they start talking about it, their whole chemistry, their whole mood, their whole energy can change, right? So all of a sudden, they're creating this positive highlight reel. You're right. That was such an awesome game. And you know what? You weren't perfect. You were relentless and you were great. You did it once. You can do it again. You just go out there and focus on what you can control. And so this might be a technique. I've done this, we're having a snack before my daughter has to leave for a volleyball game. We're on our way, we're driving, and I go, what's been the best moment? So I know they're worried about making a mistake. And I want to shift that thought process to like a great moment during the season. And then as a parent or coach, you can simply say, I'm proud of you. I had an athlete who was playing in an NCAA tournament a couple of years ago, and I texted the parent and I go, look, this is what your kid needs to hear today. That I'm proud of you. I love you. Go out and have fun, right? And be specific. Why are you proud of them? In that particular case, this kid navigated through COVID, navigated through an injury, navigated, losing a spot, then gaining it back. So can you be specific? I'm proud of how hard you work every single day. And, remind them that you love to watch them play. We get so caught up on wins and losses and starting time and minutes and goals. You got to just take a break because this season's over. This career is over. And so can you be in the moment and say, I love to watch you play? So I want to let you know that I have a couple of resources. So I'm dropping the link in. I have some mental performance resources. I have athlete meditations. They're specifically written for athletes. I have a video-based athlete mental training program and a mental performance journal. So I have a suite of resources. I also have some free resources. So I just dropped the link to the performance anxiety resources in the chat, and my Successful Sports Parents Workshop. It's a compilation of training that I've had over my career that embraces some of the best from Playing the Game, which is written by, the name is John O'Sullivan. He's got some terrific resources. So I've taken a little bit from that, a little bit from Covey, a little bit from the PCA, a little bit from my journey. So we have a Successful Sports Parent Workshop. It's a free resource. It's a beta, but I think it's really good. It's quick to get through. And then free resources on techniques to manage sports performance anxiety. I have a video to help athletes learn how to use their breath, a meditation, and how to tap to manage performance anxiety. So listen, if you are a parent or a coach that says, get out of your head, or even if you're a corporate leader and you say that to somebody on your team, it doesn't help. reframe the conversation, help the individual make the shifts so that they can calm their body and feel better so that they can perform at a higher level. So my name is Ann Zaprasny, and if you're catching this on a recording, just drop me a note. Any questions, just chat, and I'll look to answer them. All right, stay well.